Good evening, gentlemen. Dosto, I hope you are hale and hearty because I'm going to talk something about what's happening across the border, that is in Pakistan. You may be remembering that in 1971 there was a battle on and Pakistan broke into two. And the basis was language. The break was because of language. The Bengali speaking area of Pakistan broke away from the Urdu speaking and Punjabi speaking area, that is West Pakistan, and the state of Bangladesh was created. Now, how it came to be created is a well known fact. I'll not go into details, and I'll talk about this at a later stage. I'll make a video and explain to you how exactly Pakistan broke up. But now the question arises that Pakistan is faced another Hobson's choice as far as the remnant of the old state is concerned. Gentleman Muhammad Ali Jinnah, he was a great man. When he became the Governor General of Pakistan, he reported to have made a statement in which he said, the job of the government is to govern, and religion is a private matter. It doesn't matter if you're a Hindu or a Christian or a Muslim. It has no effect on the government. In other words, he wanted to bring in a form of secularism in Pakistan. But unfortunately, he died very fast, just a few months after the independence of Pakistan, and the situation began to turn to the extreme. They had one or two good generals coming in, and one of those was General Ayub Khan. I mean, he was a wonderful man, I think, and he did have the interests of Pakistan society in his mind, and he wanted to do away with a lot of the obscure practices which were going on in Pakistan and finish them. That is why he introduced what is known as the family ordinance when he was there as the president of Pakistan after he had taken over power in a military coup in 1958. Now that put some restrictions on the Pakistani men from going and picking up additional wives. They had to take the concurrence of the local police as well as the concurrence of the ex-wife. So, gentlemen, Pakistan, I thought at that time, would be moving forward. But then Pakistan began to move back when Zulfikar Ali Bhutto came into power after the breakup of Pakistan. Now, Bhutto was a demagogue. I mean, he was not a nationalist or something. He just wanted power for the sake of power. And he could go to any lengths to see that power is in his hands. And he was, of course, instrumental in the breakup of Pakistan because he wanted power. And if the composite Pakistan state had remained, he wouldn't have been made the prime minister because he didn't have a majority in the only election held at that time in 1970 under the aegis of General Yahya Khan. Anyway, gentlemen, Bhutto was the first man who started extremism because he banned alcohol in Pakistan. Earlier, Pakistan had excellent bars and clubs where you could drink whiskey and drink and relax. But Bhutto banned it, and then Pakistan went downhill. After that, one law after another, obscurantist laws were introduced, and Bhutto, of course, paid for his crimes. I would say I don't know what crimes they had committed. If breakup of Pakistan is one of them, because he was hanged to death under the instructions of the Pakistan president who boosted him, General Zia-ul Haq. And that was the end of Bhutto. Many of his party colleagues still swear by him. They say he's a great man. I don't think he was a great man. Of course, he lost out badly as far as this murder charge against him was concerned. But the fact remains that he didn't have the interest of Pakistan in his heart at all. Otherwise, he would never have presided over the breakup of Pakistan. Well, the man who succeeded Zulfikar Ali Bhutto is General Zia-ul Haq. He's known as the Mullah General. Mullah General in the sense he was a deeply religious man. I mean, he became religious later. I don't know how he became because he had very good education in Shimla. He was from Jalandhar in the Indian Punjab and he had studied in Stephen's College in Delhi. And yet when he came into power, he started enforcing all sorts of obscurantist laws in Pakistan. He brought in what is called as the Hudud Ordinance, and that successfully took out certain crimes like rape and zina out of the purview of the Pakistan Penal Code and made them subject to the Sharia. Now, that means, what does it mean? It means there will be no conviction, because in case in an offense of rape, you need four witnesses as per the Sharia, and you're going to get those four witnesses because nobody's going to do rape in public and have four witnesses. And then he also said the woman's evidence is half that of a man. Well, gentlemen, all that is just by way. The fact is, Pakistan began to slide into obscurantism, and though later on General Musharraf came, he was a forward-looking man, and I thought he was an admirer of Kemal Ataturk, the great Turkish leader. But Pakistan went downhill and downhill. Now, once you open the Pandora's box, lots of things come out. Once the bogey of obscurantism had been opened in Pakistan, there were certain extremist organizations who began to take advantage of the situation. And there's also history behind this, because Pakistan, as you know, had been defeated in a number of wars with India, and they realized that we can't beat the Indians. So it was General Zia-ul Haq who had made the policy to bleed India with 100 cuts. Fine idea, but how are you going to do it? And they thought they would be nurturing certain terrorist organizations in Pakistan who will go across the border to India and create mayhem and murder. Now, the English broadsword, it's got two edges. Now, when you do this, you're going to give flip to these organizations to also start their nefarious activities in Pakistan, and that's what happened. So, among this thing is the TTK, that is the Pakistan Taliban, which has taken over, and they are now fighting a life and death battle against the Pakistan army, wanting that the Sharia be brought in. And there are a number of people, in Pakistan who really wanted to compromise with the TTK, and among them, one of those was Imran Khan. I thought Imran Khan was a little foolish man. You can't have a compromise with this organization. They had a ceasefire, which they broke it. That is the Pakistan Taliban. And there are so many other mushroom organizations which have come up, and dastardly crimes have been committed by them, like killing about 250 children in one of the army public schools. It's very sad. But then, when you play with the fire, you get burned yourself. I remember reading a statement by Hillary Clinton when Secretary of State she visited Pakistan, and she had warned the Pakistan leadership at that time that what you're doing is to nurture snakes in the backyard, and these very snakes are going to bite you, and that's what's happening. So, gentlemen, Pakistan is facing an internal insurrection. In addition, the main province of Pakistan, which is Punjab, is dominating the entire state. Now, the Baluch are feeling left out, and they've started a war of liberation, and there's something called the Baluch Liberation Army, which is fighting the Pakistan army and the exploitation of Baluchistan. Now, let me tell gentlemen here that Baluchistan is one of the richest provinces of Pakistan, but at the same time, its per capita income is the lowest, because there's very little investment made there, and naturally the Baluchis feel, what the hell's going on, man? I mean, we get all the minerals, everything here, and we get nothing. So this is the genesis of the conflict which has started. Then there is also the Shia-Sunni conflict in Pakistan, and we have the ISI also operating there. They've been targeting the Shia Muslims. I think hundreds have been killed. Even some Christians have been killed, hundreds of them. And so the whole thing is that there's a cauldron brewing up on the fire. In the northwest frontier also, there's something called the Durand Line, which is the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Now, Durand Line is not recognized by Afghanistan as a British creation, and lots of areas east of the Durand Line are claimed by Afghanistan. So there is a revolution on there also, where the Taliban are fighting for restoration of those areas to Afghanistan. So, gentlemen, it's a situation which is very, very ripe, and the Pakistan army has got something called the ISI, that the inter-service organization, say, spy organization, which goes around creating all sorts of problems for the Pakistan people and also for the countries nearby. And this organization, the ISI, is also playing hell into the system because we don't know which side they are on. So we are now coming to a situation, gentlemen, wherein we find that Pakistan is knee-deep in trouble. There's a Baluch Liberation Front fighting, the Pakhtuns in the northwest frontier are fighting, and overall Karachi has become a very unsafe city. Now the matters have been compounded now lately because there's been a strike by the Iranians on certain portions of Pakistan in which they claimed that there were some anti-Iranian fighters were hiding, and Pakistan retaliated immediately and they attacked those places in Iran which were housing the Liberation Army, that is the Balochistan Liberation Army. And just by last sight, let me tell you that Balochistan never acceded to Pakistan, and that was the old state of Kalat. They wanted to be independent or join India. But Jinnah ordered the invasion of Kalat and Balochistan. So gentlemen, you can well imagine what the situation Pakistan is going through. The economy in the bargain has gone for a toss. I think they've got no money left in their coffers, and the only thing they're maintaining is an army, and this is feeding on the hungry people of Pakistan. It's a massive white elephant, and this is an army which is basically used to subdue the Pakistani populace, and they haven't been able to win any war anywhere. So I don't know what's the purpose of such a big army, what the hell are doing. And now more and more Chinese investment is coming in, and China is having a big say in Pakistan. But again, I think the situation is going to be very grim because the Americans are making overtures to Pakistan and they're looking for a base in Balochistan, and that's something which the Iranians are not going to like. And so Pakistan will have to wonder what exactly it's going to do. You're going to be with the Americans or you're going to be with the Chinese? If you're with China, it's okay as far as Iran is concerned, but if you're with America, you're not going to accept it. So gentlemen, I think the situation in Pakistan is very bad. The ISI is also there, the Pakistan Taliban is there, which are fighting, and then the most popular leader in Pakistan at the moment is sitting behind bars in jail. I mean, it's a tradition in Pakistan that every Prime Minister of Pakistan has either been hanged, shot dead, or put into prison. Now you can go through the leaders of Pakistan right from 1951 when Liaquat Ali was shot dead in a park in Peshawar to Benazir Bhutto and Musharraf, who had to run up to exile in Dubai. So gentlemen, Pakistan is in dire straits and it will require Herculean effort to get out of it. I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe another 2 or 3 years things may crystallize, and once the Americans decide that Pakistan is not what it is, and if Donald Trump comes back to power, I think it's going to be kaput for Pakistan. We'll wait and see what happens, gentlemen. Pakistan, in my view, is heading for a breakup, and it's not something that's going to happen tomorrow, but let's just wait and see, wait and watch, and see that Pakistan break up into another 2 or 3 states. Gentlemen, I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Come back for more. In the meanwhile, I'll say goodbye and God bless. Look after yourself and come back again.